never want nothing back. Oh God. Why I'm missing time with my kids cause I'm chasing these stacks? Hey, why did I just go and spend 30,000 in sex? Oh God. Oh God. He just a young nigga. He just a drug dealer. He just a thug nigga. He just a rich nigga. He just a rich nigga. Put a meal on a rich nigga. You don't do all that click hopping. Nah, I don't switch the niggas. This shit come too fast. Yeah, new coupe and the tags. Yeah, skip English class. Yeah, but went to math. Yeah, went by my sister a pen. Went by my mama a crib. Bought my dad another rollie. Independent buddy global. How the fuck did he do it? I front a nigga 33 pounds and name him Patrick Ewing. Yeah, don't ask me how I'm doing. What? All this LA y'all take on me, nigga, you know I'm coolin'. Ain't no money, I ain't moving. Can't talk right now, baby girl, I'm hot. What's in that millions? With my guys. Keep them racks on me when I slide. Bad bitch with me, passenger side. VS diamonds, water my style. 20 cameras, survey my house. Government pictures, running around. I'm more important than the president now. Why I always give and don't never want nothing back? Oh God. Why I'm missing time with my kids cause I'm chasing these stacks? Hey, why did I just go and spend 30,000 in sex? Oh God. I pull up on my block, 2 million in cars. Nobody from my side of town never did this.
What's up with the like button, man? Let's go.
On my wish list. Baby, you can kiss my dick cause I don't kiss, bitch. My whole clique lit. My Nick Frost spit. If it costs $1 million, then it don't cost shit. I took a college student, turned her to my boss, bitch. I've been home since 15 years old, ain't no off switch. All my haters be like, damn, he ain't fell off. Yeah. CEO shit ain't nothing like a dog check. Keep it 100, but you keep it 90%. I gotta cut you off, I'm sorry, but I'm off. Can't tell right now, baby girl, I'm hot. Bustin' them niggas with my guys. Keep them racks on me when I slide. Bad bitch with me, passenger side. VS diamonds, water my style. 20 cameras, survey my house. Government pictures, running around. I'm more important than the president now. Why I always give and don't never want nothing back? Oh God. Why I'm missing time with my kids cause I'm chasing these stacks? Hey, why did I just go and spend 30,000 in sex? Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God.
Y'all hit that like button as y'all coming in, motherfucker. Let go. Hit that like button, man.
Got tired of reeing up in traffic.
Let's go, gang.
Now a nigga sick of rapping.
Sharon Jones, thank you for your super sticker, baby.
My past, I wish I could erase it. My bitch asked what I wanna do. Running from the laws in the coop.
Sharon Jones, thank you for your super sticker, baby.
Smoke a blunt and eat me some shrooms. Living in hell right here on earth. All I do is get high and work. Baby, what you doing on the first? She looked at me and cracked a smirk. I taste codeine. You still that same nigga that was beefing with a dyke. But you a gangster though. How can I take you serious? They said them pussy niggas on your team earn your draw. They say you make them pussy ass niggas call you boss.
Mavis, thank you for your super sticker, man. Hold on. Sharon, thank you, man. Mavis.
Because that's raw. The streets hour. That new 488 came with a lot of power. My little niggas begging to let those systems scatter shower. Don't play with me. Play with your bitch. Matter of fact, when I fucked her, she told me you a bitch. And tell that old nigga from my hood with you that he a bitch. You make the city look.
What's up, gang? Thank y'all for y'all support. Let's go, man.
I shot my first 20 videos in my hood. You a pussy, I heard they never. See you in your head, on your team, earn your draw. They say you make them pussy ass niggas call you boss. But they can't call you king. Why? Cause that's dog. I can't drink all that 2 liter. Why? Because that's raw. The streets out. That new 4
in North Memphis more than you.
I shot my first 20 videos in my hood.
Let's go, gang. Everybody hit the like button, man.
Never see you in your hood. Hey,
Y'all hit that like button, man. Y'all hit that like button right now, man. We back. Man, we have an exclusive live today. Y'all hit that like button, man. Let's go, man. Let's turn this shit up, man. Y'all acting weird, man. Let's turn this shit up, man. Let's go.
Bitch, you still that same nigga that was beefing with a dice. But you a gangster though. I cannot take you serious. They said them pussy niggas on your team earn your draw. They say you make them pussy ass niggas call you boss. But they
Can't, cause you can't, cause that's Onan.
I can't drink all that 2 liters because that's raw. The streets out. New 488 came with a lot of power. My little niggas begging to let those sisters scatter shower. Don't play with me. Play with your bitch. Matter of fact, when I fucked her, she told me you a bitch. And tell that old nigga from my hood, wish you did.
Yo, G, thank you for your super sticker, man.
You make the city look bad, that's the truth. Fuck
You ain't gotta be in North Memphis more than you.
I shot my first 20 videos
In my hood.
You a push, I heard they never see you in your hood. Nigga, quit playing. 10 M's up. What the fuck? I'm just saying. Oh, you must be
Thank you, man. Thank you for your super sticker.
I'm at the Super Bowl, money on the fountain pens. Hey, you big head motherfucker, why you hating so much? Oh, I forgot you came around.
Janita Taylor. Thank you, right, man. Janita Taylor, thank you for your super sticker, man. I mean, for your cash app. Janita Taylor, let's go, man. This the gang.
You ain't get back for your man, you in the club like he ain't dead. Like he ski mask for the COVID, the only time you niggas wear. Niggas ran
Let's go,
inside my
gang.
crib, but the Glock 10 was by the bed. I give my gun to Andy before I put it in your hand. I love bro, I can't be happy till we creep up on the scope. I know niggas out they with it, but they bitches on the low. Why you niggas post the sun? Why you niggas post the truth? Why you act like you support us if you do hop in that coupe?
Let's go, gang.
Put up money for
Jay
a
Brett.
bunch. Put up money for
Junior,
a
what's up?
Put up money for a bump.
Mob Red Tide.
But I see you swimming with no cap. I got killers that I love and they don't rap with no cap.
I'm a hot dog that my charm costs a light honey. Goofy's got the ball up in that court. Them niggas might focus. I don't play no figures or habit.
Let's go, North Memphis. North Memphis, what's up? Let's go.
Leave me to be by myself. I could be sad all wrong. Guess I'm just.
Miss Brooklyn, thank you for your super sticker, man. Let go, man. Let's go, gang. Let's go, man.
More shit down. You ain't smoking this, I'm smoking on some more shit down. All I think about is guap, I be on some more shit. shit. Then go home last night, baby. Mama swear I'm on some more shit. Spent $1 million yesterday, but I be on some more shit. Is it just me or do all of these niggas be on whole shit? Okay. Somebody told me real niggas go through the most shit. Trying to change my evil way so I can be here for my kids. I keep buying all these watches. I'ma need another wrist.
Miss Brooklyn, thank you, man, for your super sticker. Let's go, gang. We love that support. Let's go.
Still ride around with this stick. I learned how to shoot a pistol, then learn how to drive a stick. Bugs Bunny with this shit. I put carrots on my bitch. Toilet bowl full of codeine when I piss. Now you ain't seen this one yet. I pull up, it's some more shit. You ain't smoking this, I'm smoking on some more shit. All I think about is guap. I be on some more shit. Then go home last night, baby. Mama swear I'm on some more shit. Baby mama, baby mama. I'm sick of this shit. Quit pouring out my syrup. I ain't feeling this shit. Knowing damn well that I got plenty of this shit. I ain't come home last night, was out handling business and shit. Hey, told you when I met you, I got everything but time. You said that you understand it, why I made you mine.
Where the gang at? Where my fucking gang at, man? Let's go.
I said grind.
Grind,
What
nigga.
else all I can do? I said shit, grind. Me and them little niggas don't mix, we not the same kind. I remember being dirty, so I just like to shine. Fuck it, put blue diamonds in it. Blue rock is mine, so I spin it.
Shoot a nigga in his spine. The windows when we slide. Stick. Glock out the Draco. No, I'm round, nigga with the slime. Shoot a nigga in his spine. Niggas snitch the cut time. 21.
We got-
Fox 5 gang. Niggas getting whacked, snitching on, man.
Hit the like button. With a like set, gang. Keep with them like set.
Back it up. 21. Trying to strip a nigga, then I change my outfit. Nigga ain't black and no dead. Motor Crest Road, Glenwood Road, neighborhood out whacking the seat. Niggas running to the club, crying, saying, slaughter gun, keep texting us. I get no racks and then I stack it up. This is not a scat pack, this a Hellcat, and it's on Angel Dust. Bow, bow, nigga breaking news, gang fuck, nigga we dangerous. I get inside that pussy, beat her back out, yeah you know a nigga strangle her. That fake ass jury tangled up.
On 5, middle fingers on 6, dirty land, dirty stick, bad bitches getting hit, put a nigga on a lick, rob a nigga for a brick, rob a nigga for his shit, young nigga fall out, turn into a snitch, never turn into a bitch, kinda
Glide stick, Glock out the Draco, no I'm round, nigga with the slime. Shoot a nigga in his spine. Niggas snitch the cut time. 21. We the Fox 5 gang, niggas getting whacked, snitching on mine. Facts. Back it up. 223 gon' make a nigga back it up. 21. Tryna strip a nigga, gotta change my outfit. Nigga ain't black enough. Boulder Crest Road, Glenwood Road, neighborhood out whacking us.
Let's go. Hit them likes, man. Let's go.
Slaughter gun, keep texting us. I get no racks and then I stack it up. 21. This is not a scat pack, this a Hellcat, and it's on Angel Dust. Bow, bow. Nigga breaking news, gang fuck, nigga we dangerous. I get inside that pussy, beat her back out, yeah you know a nigga strangle her. That fake ass jury tangled up.
on 5, middle fingers on 6, dirty land, dirty stick, bad bitches getting hit, put a nigga on a lick, rob a nigga for a brick, rob a nigga for his shit, young nigga fall out.
Nigga, you better listen to your boss, white boy. Oh, I'm gonna go walking in the moonlight with you.
Damn, CM, thank you for the super sticker. Let's go. Let's go, gang. Y'all run this shit up, man. Run it up. Don't act like y'all ain't happy we here, man. Let's go. Let's go, man. Let's go, man. Let my band play. Let my band play. Let's go, band. Let me see what y'all talk about.
night. If you gon' claim when bro no claim, you gotta put battle right. If he caught a case, would you have him right? I done got so big I can't enjoy my private life. They say I'm crazy, but I ain't never show up at a candlelight. But I'm like JJ with this gun and shit like a dynamite. Got my first pound, I felt like Pablo. I had one gun with 2 shells in it, I was macho. D-rolling down the side of orange bubble, what I know. First rapper from Chicago, drinking lean in Roscoe. If I fly you out to Atlanta, shake that ass and toss it up. I got my grill clean a couple days ago, they said I lost too much. I know how I feel to lose it all because I lost too much. Got in that room and told it all, I knew you talk too much. Cause everything that shine like diamonds ain't no diamonds. A lot of people claim they real, they don't be lying. I be taking the smallest drugs, I'm feeling giant. The way I'm mixing poppin' lean, I'm passing science. The one that claim I can't be quiet, she trifling. Keep my mind clear cause I just say it, I'm writing. I got the eye of a lion and the heart of a tiger. If I made it out, I had the trenches all on fire. We really bamboozled how the fuck we did my right. Ain't do too much when Fredo died, we torched them lighters. I missed the ones that's now deceased that I knew since the diapers. I know some niggas play with guns, but no one for the fighter. You try to flame a weed on jet, you gotta watch the pilots. Waking up to different sirens. I really got the heart of tigers. I'm prolific, so good. Where's Poland? We on his ass where it shows at. He get away, we on his ass where he parole.
Keys, 6 months. Let's go, man.
When these rappers call these rappers brothers. Only the family on my ass, bitch, we got each other. I popped a perk and drunk and got it, man, that hurt my stomach. What? Doing the dash inside the land, that shit hit me funny. From the back, I pull her hair, she screaming while she coming. Got phone them G-locks, they be clutching every time they learn. With all that rah-rah like you like, they come around, you nervous. Sneaky talking like you like that, now you acting. I'm prolific, so gifted. I'm the type that's gon' go get it.
No feeling, no kidding.
Breaking down the switch in front of your building. Sitting on the steps, feeling no feelings. Last night it was a cold killing. You gotta keep the devil in his hole, nigga. But you know how it go, nigga. I'm front line every time it's on, nigga. 100 pro.
Let's go, gang. Man, we about to turn up right now. Let's hit our song and we in this bitch. Let's go. Gang, gang. Let's go, man. Y'all hit the like button. Let's go, man. We about to get into our shit. Let's go. But we got to play the national street nigga anthem, man. Y'all know what time it is. Gang, gang.
Yeah, yeah. 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 Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Super sticker, Mr. Moore. Thank you, man. Fuck with us, nigga. White chalk on them. All y'all nigga police officers get caught, now you wanna talk to them. Mr. Moore, thank you for your super sticker bill. First 48, he going all in. That boy about to snitch on his own kid. Self-preservation in the first degree. Sign this nigga, I'ma set you free. Back to the streets, you a whole lease. Knockers ain't off cause he eating cheese. YouTube nigga, yeah, we run the streets. YouTube nigga, yeah, we run the streets. Bang, bang, bang. Gang, gang, gang. Bang, bang, bang. Gang, gang, gang. What's up, Miss B, for that super sticker? What's up? All super stickers going on the board. What's up, man? Gang, run this shit up. gang, gang. Gang, gang. Bang, bang. Gang, gang. Bang, bang. Gang, gang. Yeah, ho. Y'all singing in the box. Yeah, ho. Yeah, ho. Yeah, ho. Here, ho. Let's go. For my gang. Gang.
This Onan gang, bitch, better not try us.
Gang.
We 730 nigga, we ain't riding no short bus.
Gang.
Fuck with a gang, bitch, get fired up. Hit that like button before you pull a fire out.
Gang.
Rock shit ass to the moon, don't try us.
Gang.
This Onan gang shit, nigga, we don't run none.
Gang.
We fucking up the YouTube streets, we on one. We fucking up the YouTube streets, we on one. Yeah. We fucking up these YouTube streets, nigga. Niggas out here playing.
Gang.
It's my motherfucking gang ass, man. These are my gang ass, dog. For my gang, man, y'all battle with each other, man. This YouTube chicken, nothing, man. You trying to run that shit, man. Y'all let me hear y'all say,
Gang.
y'all on my gang ass, man. Y'all singing. Y'all on that gang. Stand up, fuck, bro. This YouTube shit, man. Stand up, right now. Don't play with us, man. We pulling up paperwork, dog. For my gang, your mind right.
Y'all hit the like button. What a like set. Everybody hit the like button.
Gang. Y'all know what time it is, man.
Uh.
Don't fuck with us, we pull like fire.
Where my gang at, man? Where my gang at? Gang. We got some news today, man. This the gang, man. This Onan gang, bitch, better not try us.
We 730 nigga, we ain't riding no short bus. Fuck with a gang, bitch, get fired up. Hit that like button before you pull a fire out. Rock shit ass to the moon, don't try us.
Gang.
This Onan gang shit, nigga, we don't run none.
Gang. All right, everybody, be respectful. Everybody be respectful in the box. This is the last song we playing right now, but be respectful in the box or we will put the rocket shoes on you. That's it. Let's go. Be respectful in the box or we will fly out out of here, man. Let go. Yeah. Yeah. And rockin'. Said anybody here what I say? Starship, gang, gang, and rockin'. Yeah, ho. Yeah, ho. Let's go, gang. Yeah, ho. What's up, what's up, what's up, man? Y'all not tuning in on that TV live. What's happening, gang? Now, we come in to do a live today. We got a number of topics we're going to talk about. Y'all hit the like button. Where the likes at right now, Keith? I need y'all to get the likes up. I need y'all to get the likes up. Now, the first thing we're going to talk about is the officers from Memphis that went to court today, pump faking like they about to go to trial. Now, they pump faking like they about to go to trial. I think they faking. Because if you want to go to trial and you got a whole police officer about to testify on you, you got some real cojones. Okay? One of your own about to testify on you. So not only that, we're going to talk about Trap Boy Freddy. I'm going to put the paperwork up on the board. Trap Boy Freddy about to be sentenced tomorrow by the feds. And another thing we're going to talk about is mob snitching ties. Because evidently G Prince got the message again. And he sent a little subliminal message out today. And I don't like subliminal messages. If y'all niggas gonna talk, just talk straight up. But we all know this what cowards do. They get on the internet and hide behind the computer. Because I ain't doing no faking. I'm calling your name out. I'm calling your name out. And that's just that. We ain't about to do all that other extra shit. So let's watch this right here. Everybody hit the like button right now. So we got a trial date set for the officers and the Tyree Nichols case. And the Tyree Nichols case. And we're going to start a bunch of shit today. I did give y'all a little heads up on the video, which I don't do, but did give y'all a little heads up today.
4 of the former Memphis police officers charged in the death of Tyree Nichols will go on trial August of next year.
August of next year. They talking about going on trial and they got a motherfucker testifying on them.
Emmett Martin, Tadarius Bean, Demetrius Haley, and Justin Smith will have their day in court without that 5th officer, Desmond Mills. He's changed his plea to guilty in federal court. That happened last week. Fox 13's Jeremy Pierre explains what this trial may include.
We have a trial date set now for 4 of the former Memphis police officers.
He should be on trial. He should be on trial. But this is for another topic. Let's go.
Charged in the death of Tyree Nichols, August 12th. Now, it will for sure be a trial with a lot of eyes on it and a lot of twists and turns that will come throughout the duration of this trial.
We are committed.
Oh, Lord. Here we go. Mr. Staggerlier. Mr. Staggerlier. Paul Staggerlier. That's what I call him. Mr. Lyerman. Paul Lyerman. His name ain't Hagerman no more. His name Paul Lyerman.
To justice for Tyree to the very end.
Shelby County
You got booger in your nose, too.
Deputy District Attorney Paul Hagerman says the trial for the 4 officers should take less than a month.
We're of the mind that this does not need to be a month-long trial, that we believe,
They about to sling their ass. Talking about they ain't even a month.
as we said at prior motions, that the proof is pretty simple.
Proof is pretty simple.
We saw it, and you saw it for yourselves.
Yeah, that we saw. Show us the dough.
5 former officers face state charges of murdering and
Look how these dudes look. These boys scared to death. Look at this. These officers are petrified. They got somebody testifying on them in their circle.
murdering and kidnapping Nichols. Those former officers also facing federal charges. But Desmond Mills Jr. changed his plea in federal court to guilty last week, surprising his co-defendants and their attorneys. He's also expected to plead guilty in state court.
Because that's always been his position that he was not guilty and that he was acting within policy.
Well, this was Govan lawyer. Y'all remember this? Massey. Now the lawyer haul ass, and now he defending the police. So he leave the informant to go stick up for the police. So he was the hold up. Massey was, Govan lawyer. So he leave an informant to go represent another informant, the police.
So it was surprising that
Is it possible that Desmond Mills could be called to the stand and testify against his former colleague?
That's possible.
Is it possible that Desmond Mills is going to hit the stand? What kind of question is that?
Bill Massey is representing Emmett Martin. Massey says he plans to argue many things on behalf of his client before
Massey, stop it.
the December 4th deadline
You're going to lose this one, Massey.
for any motions or added discovery.
we're looking very hard at whether or not a change of venue is going to be necessary.
Change of venue. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all watch my video where I said this case should be a change of venue? Who all heard that? Give me a thumbs up. Remember I told you they're going to file for a change of venue, meaning to move the case to another state and county. Did I not say that? Call me a liar, y'all. Somebody just call me a liar. Say, Onan, you ain't said that. Listen to this.
Not a change of venue is going
A change of venue. They don't want to be heard in Shelby County.
looking very hard at whether or not a change of venue is going to be necessary.
Change of venue is going to be necessary. Remember, I put it on the board. I'm just calling all the pleas from these people. I told y'all, I call it in the takeoff case, and I call it here. I told y'all in the takeoff case, they're going to use self-defense. What happened with the lawyer? Self-defense. Well, I told y'all the lawyer about police about testify. What happened? He testified. He flipped. I told you they're going to take this case and try to get a change of venue, right? Now, listen to what he's saying.
Massey says he plans to argue many things on behalf of his client before the December 4th deadline for any motions or added discovery.
We're looking very hard at whether or not a change of venue is going to be necessary.
Whether or not a change of venue is going to be necessary. Who are they going to find in Tennessee that don't know about these officers killing Tyree? When you pick the jury, you got to find people that don't know nothing about the case. Shit, everybody know about it. So it's going to be hard for them to pick a jury in Shelby County for this case because everybody knows about the case. So you have to put in for a motion for a change of venue and take this case where nobody's looking at Memphis and don't know what's going on with the case so they can't be biased against the police department or the police. Make any sense to y'all? Just stop me if I ain't making no sense. Stop me if I ain't making no sense. What's going on here is this. If you try them in Shelby County, you might get a juror that know about the case. And they might be biased towards the police. So when you're picking your jury, you're supposed to pick a jury of your peers and pick a jury that don't have no idea what's going on with the case. Now tell me, who in the world that don't know about these officers killing Tyree in a traffic stop? They're gonna have to change this venue to Alaska, or maybe Maine, or maybe North Dakota, or maybe Wisconsin, or maybe somebody who ain't paying no attention. Now, I don't know when you put up for a change of venue whether they let you change the state, but I know they'll let you change the county. I know they let you change the county. So, the only way to put an answer for that is to look it up. Where can you, hold up, excuse me, change a venue definition? Change its venue definition. It's a procedure available under Title 28, 1404 of the U.S. Code for transfer of a case by a court in which a case could have been properly brought and which would be more convenient for the parties and witnesses and better serve the interests of justice. So putting in for a change of venue, example of a change of venue. In the OJ trial, the court granted a change of venue and ordered the case to be moved from Santa Monica to downtown Los Angeles. So they moved it within the state. So I think that the only way, when you put a change of venue, you got to move it within the state that you in. So I don't think they can go outside of Tennessee because crossing the lines would be federal. So when you're putting in a change of venue, these are examples where the crime was committed, you can, let's change the venue, change the venue, jurisdiction. A motion to change the venue ensures that the case is heard at the best location. There are two basic requirements that must meet before the court can hear the case. The first is jurisdiction. Rather, the court got jurisdiction over the case, so it got to be in Tennessee, which means that the court has an authority to decide the legal issues which affect the rights of the party in the case. So the case have to be heard inside a Shelby County. 666, goddamn, hit the like button. How much likes I got in the building? So the case got to be heard in the state of Tennessee. They can move it anywhere in the state of Tennessee. Anywhere in the state of Tennessee. They can move the case anywhere in the state of Tennessee. Okay, that's better for y'all? Anywhere in the state of Tennessee. I got 471 likes. I'm missing 200 likes. So I got 200 people in here that don't like me, evidently. So I got 471 likes, and I got 200 people, 203 people that watching me that ain't supposed to be. That ain't supposed to be. And y'all wonder why I get upset. I get upset because I don't like people in my bushes. You know how that feel when somebody watching you who you don't like? You don't like them and they don't like you, right? But they consistently watch you on a daily basis. If I got a problem with somebody, I ain't watching them. You feel me? Like, I ain't watching them what they're talking about, because if I disagree with them, all I could do is boil my blood when I watching them. You feel what I'm saying? So once I disagree with them, if they're not speaking facts, and I know that facts is, what we base our truth off. Right here, we base our truth off of black and white. Black and white to the courts. That's what we base our truth off at Onan TV Paperwork Kings. 2 years straight, we have based our facts off of paperwork. So a lot of people can say whatever they want to say, right? But all in all, we use paperwork to back up what we preaching. Right, gang? We use paperwork. We don't just be rattling the rattle. We don't talk just to talk. There's a difference in my channel. Now, other channels you go to, they be on a panel arguing amongst each other with their own opinions, trying to see whose opinion should outweigh the next person and really matter. But see, we cut to the chase. We don't give a fuck about none of that. You can have your opinion, but what's on the screen is what's on the screen. That's what's on the screen, is what's on the screen. You can't argue black and white. You can't argue the facts of the case. You can say whatever you want to say, but you can't argue that J. Prince Jr. and Shakur Stevenson is the police. You can't argue that. Ain't none of y'all in the world can argue that J. Prince Jr. and Shakur Stevenson ain't the police. Who will argue that? All right. So let's get back to this.
We don't want it to be.
At 211 Poplar, Jeremy.
It can be hard of whether or not a change of venue is going to be necessary. We don't want it to be.
We don't want it to be. It ain't up to you. Why would you not want it to be a change of venue, Mr. Massey? A change of venue will help you. So why you don't want it to be? You want me to tell you why? Mr. Massey said, y'all listening to him, right? Are you listening to Mr. Massey, right? Mr. Massey said, we don't want it to be a change of venue. What? You want to hold this case in Shelby County? Why would you want to hold us in Shelby County? And you trying to get your client free. That ain't in your best interest to hold this case in Shelby County. Because if it was in your best interest, that means you ready to sell the motherfucker out. You ready to sell your client out. Who brought membership so they could draw? Who that? All right. So keep pay attention in the box. So look. Why would a lawyer not want to change the venue? It would be while changing a venue can be a complicated matter, it is often necessary for the purposes of protecting the rights of the defendant in a criminal trial. I'm gonna read this again. While changing the venue can be a complicated matter it is often necessary for the purpose of protecting the rights of the defendant in a criminal trial. So a lawyer should want to change the venue to protect his rights of his client. So, as I sip on this Julio, I know it ain't a Julio. Why would this man sit here and say, I don't want no change of venue? What? Oh, by the way, we're going to talk about Young Thug. Young Thug is about to walk free. Young Thug, Jeffrey Williams. I'ma call it. He about to walk. He put in a motion today. The jury, the prosecution, indicted him on the wrong charges. His lawyer won this case in the Supreme Court for the same issue and got his client free. Brian Steele won this case in the Supreme Court. Thug about to come home. The next big news you're going to hear is a dismissed charge by the state of Georgia for Young Thug. They put in a demers. Let's go ahead. A demur, an objection that an opponent's point is irrelevant or invalid, while granting the factual basis of the point. So, the purpose of a demur is making a pleading that challenges the sufficiency or adequacy of pleadings of another party. Demurs typically comes in two forms, general and specific. A general demur challenges a broader problem with a pleading that affects all of the claims brought, such as improper venue. So he put in a motion to dismiss on a demur is challenge to a particular claim that is made in court. A motion to dismiss is when a request is made to drop the case. A demur or motion to dismiss can be made on various grounds. So, Thug is about to walk. And I watched the video today on CD Nash channel, which I don't really be watching people, but I saw it flash by CD Nash channel. And I said, let me look at this. So I looked at the video, and lo and behold, I went and looked up the paperwork. I got the paperwork. Y'all want me to put it on the screen? Y'all want me to put it on the screen? I'll pay for the paperwork right now. Y'all want me to pay for the paperwork? I'll pay for it right now for y'all. Do y'all want me to pay for the paperwork for Thug so you can see it? Y'all want me to stop right here, go to Thug, and then come right back? I'll show you the paperwork. I'm going to have to pay for it, but I'll show it to you. Give me a thumbs up if you want to see Thug paperwork. If you want to see what Thug about to beat these people, if you want to see, I can show you Thug is about to beat these people. Who want to see the paperwork? Just tell me. And if you don't, we can move on. But I think it's a good story because Young Thug has just beat And I think he's going to. He's going to beat this Rico. He's going to beat this Rico without a doubt, without a shadow of a doubt. He's walking right now. Young Thug, the prosecution made a mistake. They made a mistake, and they fucked up, and they indicted him on the wrong charges. Now, we're going to go watch this. Let me show y'all, first of all, and I'm gonna have to pay for this paperwork, so this is gonna be something I have to pay for. What the hell? If y'all want me to stop it, I'll stop it. Ain't no problem. But y'all want to know, so I'm gonna give y'all the paperwork before we move on any further. Let's just get this out the way, and I'll do that. All right, I'll do that for y'all today.
For those
Somebody put in there in the channel for me the what's the name of the court channel that they always watching, that we always watch our court stuff on? What's the name of that channel? Hit the like button. It's a court channel. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Law and crime. All right. All right. So, let's watch this right here.
What I understand is, from what I got, law enforcement officers targeted Mr. Williams' cell phone on the night of Mr. Donovan Thomas's killing, which is January 10, 2015, at a certain location. And Your Honor, it was exculpatory. It does not place Mr. Williams around that area. The issue that, which is great, and I appreciate getting it. The issue is, though, that when I got this information, I don't have any of the background. I just have a small, like, map. and I don't have the legend, the search warrant, the affidavits, any of the detailed information, so I can then figure out in the case, why wasn't this done with other matters of Mr. Williams' phone that are relevant to the case? And I want to see what was put in affidavits to get Mr. Williams' cell site location data. And
Baker is, because Officer Baker has nothing to do with, okay, because the ask for the
Officer Baker's report and what they do for a living and what they were doing on January 10th and what.
I want to belabor any point, but the state is entitled to put on a case. Mr. Thomas is a.
All right, hold on for 1 second. Let me get this.
And to let you all know that.
All right. So let me show y'all something. Hold on. Let me get the damn video because they doing some other shit. It was on this law crime. I just watched the damn video. So don't trip. We just watched the damn video.
And
17, okay? Supposed expert's testimony. I don't
mind reading. There's no case law supporting that position.
So I guess that's not a conflict. I would, for the jury to explain how countless people give me the honor of calling me or emailing me or texting that it didn't have in August 21 of 2023 when we argued this motion.
Right here. See, I hit the like button. It's coming up right now. Give me a second to find it.
That's fine. This is that okay? Would that be helpful, Wes? Absolutely. Yes. Okay, that's fine. Okay.
Your Honor, if we may,
Sir?
I don't recall that motion being granted. It was my recollection, and my records reflect that it was denied rather than granted.
I have granted on my list.
as we just, yes.
Hey, Ms. Beverito mentioned something about that as well, Mr. Steele. So to that extent, I may need to hear some more testimony on that issue, but
So actually, you've heard that before, and this is a really bad time to bring that up, because if the state is going to say that I'm going to have to become a witness, the jury is sworn. Mr. Stillwell contacted me. You know who really contacted me was Kara Convery, who used to work in the DA's office, along with detective, and I can't remember his name, with homicide. And it was involving the drinks killing. And they said they have Mr. Stillwell here, and he would like you to God bless you to represent him. I wrote them a letter. I said, I don't represent Mr. Stillwell. I don't know what calls were made. I know.
Let me get to the motion for y'all. Hold on.
You need Mr. Stillwell on that case.
Supporting that position. Instead, you have 702, which specifically says that Georgia courts look to federal case law, looking at Daubert. So when you're talking about Daubert, the state is entitled to offer opinions about the meaning.
now, Mr. Steele, what does he want to tell me?
First of all, how do we defend this? I've asked, it's in writing for a year. What is the background? What is the import of the gang supposed expert's testimony? I don't have anything. We have no reports. I get a CV. Now some gang expert or some lay witness. In addition, you've heard...
Unfortunately, for a gang expert, it's not like a scientific witness where you get a report. You get a CV and the person's going to, if they qualify, will tell us the basis for their knowledge on this.
You ordered under 704, 24-7-704 under Harris versus State.
Brian Steele is arguing them because they doing some crooked shit in the case. All right, let's go.
Oh, here's my iPad. I'll get it for you right now. But I don't have the disposition on it.
Just because a forewarned George is a happy judge.
Happier.
Happier.
Okay, all right, so.
We
all
are
right.
happy, Judge. So
The transcript is provided free. Would be the best and fairest thing. I can give them a transcript, but if it has obvious errors, I'm probably not going to give it to them. Okay, all right. Okay, all right. Number 18, sir? Or no, I've got 6. Is there 16 as well? Let's see.
16 was denied, Your Honor, on 8/20/23.
The content of 18, Your Honor.
8/20/23.
But I could be wrong on that. But that I don't have a disposition.
We got to get to the part. So let me get to the part, man.
That house burglary.
Their firearm got stolen.
It's a part where he's arguing in this case. And this is it right here. This got to be it, right?
Time I see something called a geolocation analysis. You may be familiar with it. I was not as familiar with it. I tried to Discovery 13. There are phone dumps.
Searching on the hunt.
I had this for years. I got this.
Okay, what
in
bottom
September?
Bottom line up front, what do you want?
I want this is why I'm in such a bad shape. I thought I was ready for trial, and I keep getting this discovery. I want all discovery from Discovery 12 to 13
They're saying they don't have it. That's what they're saying. So what's the remedy for me? What are you asking me to do?
Well, let me ask you this.
No.
I understand.
No.
Answer
Answer
your
my question.
Yeah,
What are you asking me to
totally
do?
I'm totally answering your question. But let me show you this. I didn't know about this till September 29, 2023. I'd like you to consider, why didn't I get this when discovery was due 10 days prior to January 4th of 2023? And that is really my basis. Because then I would have had a year to understand what to do, and I could have made my own inquiry. At this point, I'm asking you to just do a bright line rule. There is no discovery the state can use and no witnesses after Discovery 12 and in September of 2023. And that is how you even the playing field. That is what I'm asking. But I'm also not relinquishing the state's duty to supply exculpatory
So
evidence.
if they come up with it,
be great.
you great. So you're asking.
They trying to enter discovery that they didn't give the lawyer. So for all y'all that don't know what's going on, they trying to enter discovery that they didn't give the lawyer a chance to defend.
Me to exclude Baker's testimony as well as Crabtree's.
That's a different motion. This Officer Baker's a different motion. This is dealing with
All right.
Officer Crabtree and.
So let's go right here. Let's find out the motion. The motion that we looking for right now And this the paperwork. I'm gonna have to pay for all these, so bear with me. We're gonna have to find out the motion that they asking for. And the motion that they asking for is this. A demurs motion. Plea and bar. So give me a second. 1, 2, 3. Oh. So give me a second. Let me pull this up on the board. So Jeffrey Williams, murder 721. Let's pull this case up right now. So as we pull the case up, right here, number 3. So all right here. So we need this motion right here. 35. Plea and bar. Lyrics. Suppress. Right here. So 4. This is a demurs. That's a cell phone that they're talking about right now. That's a cell phone that they're in trial talking about right now. And they try to use his lyrics. That's the witness list. Right. Plea and bar. Comes now Jeffrey Williams. Let me purchase this document. Let me purchase the document, and I get right back to y'all. So I'm going to purchase the document. It's 5 pages. I have to purchase this. See, these documents you have to purchase because you can't just get these documents. You have to pay for them. So that's why I read so much hell. Hope and socks. Thank you for that. That's why I read so much hell with y'all. So right now I'm paying for paperwork again. So all right. Y'all give me 1 second. I have to go through the system with paying for this, because you have to purchase this document. And this is for Dr. Keys. Download document. Open. All right. So I just paid for the document. Let's open the document up. All right. So, plea and bar motion to dismiss. This is a document where he put in Jeffrey Williams through the counsel files motion to dismiss. Innocent. The grand jury wrongly re-indicted Mr. Williams in the Bob case on October 5th. The count one of conspiracy, racketeering, and all of this. As the count one of the RICO conspiracy count fails to charge an alleged proper men hence an essential element of the count of the indictment has not been pleaded by the grand jury in counts 5 and 6. So they're asking for all the counts to be dropped. They say, as the count 58, thank you, Honey C, for the super sticker. Appreciate that. $50. See what I'm saying? I just paid for the paperwork and somebody blessed me. When you do good things, they bless you. As the count 8, Mr. Williams was wrongly charged with the violation of a controlled substance. As the count 59 violation, based upon the information and belief all co-indictees get different benefit of this argument. So they're telling you the counts. This is the document that's going to get him free. General Demure. This right here is Brian Steele's case. Brian Steele, and we're going to come back to this, but I need y'all to see this right here first.
There's another officer.
Okay, so
I want to exclude it. I don't want to deal
with all this stuff. It's just an issue of fairness.
Mr. Thomas is tragically shot. That's my motion.
Miss Hilton?
Is to show, to say what their background is and what Mr. Houston was arrested. GATH, it's one of my cases out of.
Right here. Let's go. Let's go, gang. Right here. Read this and we coming back to the paperwork. Listen to this and we coming back to the paperwork. One of my cases right here.
Okay, Mr. Steele, I have one more motion I think that we have that I want to ask you about, and that is there's a second, I believe you filed something yesterday in regard a plea and bar motion to dismiss.
Plea and bar motion to dismiss. Plea and bar motion to dismiss. So I got the paperwork on the board, all 5 pages, and now we go hear from the lawyer. Let's go. And the judge.
General Murrow that I think we've already taken up. So what's different about this new motion that was filed?
So I didn't file this motion until the jury was sworn under State versus Heath, H-E-A-T-H. It's one of my cases out of Columbia County, the Richmond County Circuit, Augusta Circuit. Your Honor, Mr. Williams is charged in count 1, as everybody is, in the RICO conspiracy. The grand jury.
Thank you, Henrietta Wheeler, for the cash.
Material element. That case is barred. It should, this honorable court respectfully and hopefully will grant the general demure. The jury is sworn, so it's double jeopardy. They can't be re-indicted. God bless you.
I apologize.
I've never argued that before. I never brought it up before.
Knocked the sneeze out his ass.
The courts have
They knocked the sneeze out the judge. Look at this. The judge was so nervous. The judge was so nervous he had to sneeze because he know this shit is the truth. Listen to this.
Columbia County, the Richmond County. Until the jury is
Murder that I think we've already taken up. So what's different about this new motion that was filed?
So I didn't file this motion until the jury was sworn under State versus Heath, Heath. It's one of my cases out of Columbia County.
State versus Heath. Remember this now. So let's go right here. State versus Heath. The Court of Appeals reversed Heath's convictions, except for the stop sign, after concluding that the trial counsel rendered ineffective assistance by failing to demur to the fatality defective felony counts of the indictment. So if you go to the case where he talk about, he won this. Augusta, Georgia, Brian Steele won this case because the Court of Appeals reversed this because they didn't indict him the right way. Did the district court error in holding that the trial's counsel failure to file demur resulted in prejudice under Strickland versus Washington? For the reason we conclude that the Court of Appeals did not err, therefore we affirm the judgment below. The Court of Appeals set out the evidence presented at trial in this case, and we viewed light most favorable to the verdicts as follows. Heath was attending a family reunion. She arrived the evening. Heath and her group left to go to the restaurant for dinner. Heath drove up in a vehicle traveling on the road toward the intersection Washington Road. All right? So let's skip through this. Heath was charged with homicide by vehicle in first degree, based on the reckless driving. Homicide by the first degree based on driving under the influence of alcohol. 6 counts of this. Just prior to the start of trial, the trial court granted the state's request for entry of Nolan prosecute on an open container, so they dropped that charge. And the jury found Heath guilty of all the remaining charges. Heath appealed the convictions, arguing she does here the felony charges charged in the indictment were fatally defective and that the trial counsel rendered ineffective assistance by failing to challenge the indictment in a general demur. So you challenge your indictment in a general demur. And they won this. So let's go back here. This is his case. He won.
The Richmond County Circuit, Augusta Circuit. Your Honor, Mr. Williams is charged in count 1, as everybody is, in the RICO conspiracy. The grand jury omitted a material element. That case is barred. It should, this honorable court respectfully and hopefully will grant the general demur. The jury is sworn, so it's double jeopardy. They can't be re-indicted. God bless you.
I apologize.
I've never argued that before. I never brought it up before because the courts have taught us, and it was my case, Heath. It needs to be brought up after the jury is sworn.
What's the site on that, sir?
State versus Heath is, can I have 1 second?
Yes, you can.
I got it. Right here. I got it. State versus Heath.
And Mr. Yahowski, add that to your continuing list of things to tie up on the 8th.
Yes, Your
and
Honor.
I'll deal with it on the 14th. Okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
Brian Steele is a bad motherfucker. Brian Steele bad. Watch this. This is the case he talk about. This his case he won.
Your Honor, it is
308-36 G.
308 it's State versus Heath, Heath.
G 308
308 Georgia
836
836
22 2020.
I will tell you right now. It's the entire case because that's all it was. That was a certain.
In the Supreme Court of Georgia.
I lost in the motion for new trial. I won in the Court of Appeals of Georgia. The state sought certiorari and they got it granted, and then the Supreme Court affirmed. So it's the entire case. It's the case deals with this exact issue when a general demurrer is filed after the jury is sworn. If it's good, then the person cannot ever be retried.
On that count, on those counts.
Exactly. Okay, exactly. And then if you go through that motion that you're talking about, the plea and bar, motion to dismiss, general demurrer, it's a great issue for this honorable court to wrestle. This is great stuff. Mr. Williams is wrongly charged with 2 criminal street gang violations. Many other people here are charged with that too. The state of Georgia, again, omitted material element. It's unbelievable that this happened, but they omit a material element in that charge specifically. And a material element, I cited the case, it's Rooks. It just came out.
Last site for Rooks.
Okay, hold on one second.
And what's the material element that they...
Rooks, right here.
There's 4 material elements of a criminal street gang conviction because, as I've heard mentioned many times, I heard the court mention it, being in a gang, being a member of an associated gang, and committing crimes that are criminal street gang activity is not a crime. It is only when the gang member or the associate commits that predicate crime, the criminal street gang activity, to further the interests of the gang. And you know what's missing from the indictment for every one of these gentlemen? The grand jury never alleged that this is in furtherance of the Gangs Act. That is a material element, and the case that I'm going to give you is as follows.
You said that's Rooks?
It is Rooks, but...
They say Rooks. Rooks.
It is ROOKS. It's in Division 2. Its case numbers, it's new, Your Honor. It's case number
SA-23-807-83.
0783 was decided October 24th of 2023. All right. And then Mr. Williams was wrongly charged with 3 counts of violation of Georgia Controlled Substances Act, Your Honor, that also omitted material elements of the mens rea, and Mr. Williams was charged with 2 gun counts, and that also omitted the charges, the material element. Your Honor, those are all our counts, and after you wrestle with this, if you agree with it, I'd like to leave with Mr. Williams because he would be cleared. He has no other counts.
I would like to leave with Mr. Williams. Listen.
For Rooks.
I would like to leave with Mr. Williams because the lawyer got him. The lawyer got him. The lawyer, this is what you call shepherdizing cases. Watch this. Shepherdize. To shepherdize a legal case means to trace its history and note various changes. Shepherdizing is especially important for lawyers when citing cases that they may have subsequently been overturned or revised in some type of way. So if you show the court that you done win in this position, you done win in this position, and you cite the case, and you cite that you won it, the lawyer shepherdized his own case, and he using the case that he won as an example to say, this the same element. This the same position I'm going to take. This is the same route right now. So he shepherdized the case that he won, and he cited it in court. And he said, this is my case, I won. And the same thing that happened in the Heath case happened in the Young Thug case. And he's saying that the jury tried to re-indict them illegally after the fact that they already been indicted on the wrong charges. So he said they failed to assert essential elements of the crime and they need to be dismissed. So he won this case and he using this as a muscle to tell them they ain't got no keys. And the judge talking about, we done been over this. We done been over this. Why are we here? No, you shut your ass up and listen to the lawyer.
That predicate crime, the criminal street gang activity, to further the interests of the gang. And you know what's missing from the indictment for every one of these gentlemen? Grand jury never alleged that this is in furtherance of the Gangs Act. That is a material element, and the case that I'm going to give you is as follows.
Yeah.
You said that's Rooks? It is Rooks, but let me get the case.
Y'all see how we got the paperwork?
It is
we got the paperwork.
ROOKS.
We ain't just talking.
It's in Division 2. It's case number.
We not just talking on Onan. We not talking. Look, this is how thoroughly I take this. So let's go to what he's talking about. And I'm showing y'all step by step. This is what the lawyer using. He shepherdized the Rooks case. And then he shepherdized his own case. And he using that as a defense to say, when I leave this bitch, I want to leave with Doug. He's leaving that courthouse with Doug when this come up. He's leaving because if that judge goes against this fucking demur, this motion of demur, that judge will be in trouble, because he gonna end up going to Supreme Court. They're going to appeal that shit and they're going to win in the Supreme Court. So Brian still got him by the nuts right now. Even though he want to act like he don't want to do nothing for them people, Brian still got him by the nuts. Free Thug. Free Thug. I'm calling it right now tonight. October the 6th, 2023. Onan TV Paperwork Kings is calling out the fact that Young Thug is about to walk out that jailhouse shortly. Young Thug gone. It's a wrap. It's a wrap for Young Thug. He's walking out of that jail. And if he don't walk out, if the judge denies this motion, he's going to win it in the appeals court. Just like Street Drop. Judges do illegal things every day. Just because you're a judge don't mean that you're not biased. Judge Coffee. Straight Drop. Judges do illegal things all the time. These judges sit on a bench and do illegal shit because they think they're above the law when they're supposed to uphold the law. These judges think they can get away with this shit. And that's the same reason why Judge Coffee got kicked off of the case. Because Judge Coffee thought he was above the law. He made an ex parte communication on the bench and violated Street Drop Fourth Amendment rights. And now they got a new judge. So, just because you a judge don't mean you right. Judges they're supposed to use the law and not their personal discretion. When a judge brings in their personal opinion and their personal discretion into a case, that is bias. And if you can prove that, then your client walks. Because your judge was prejudiced. And this is what I don't like about our people. When you use the word prejudice, that means you're just prejudiced against something. It could be anything. You're just prejudiced. It's just a dislike, basically, of something. But when you call somebody a racist, that's different. So for my black people, get the word prejudice and racist right. Prejudice definition is an opinion that is not based on reason or actual experience. So you can be prejudiced against a dog, a cat, whatever, give rise to prejudice, make someone biased, and law cause harm to the state of affairs. So a judge can be prejudiced towards a case. Now, if you look at prejudice definition, and then you look at racist definition, a racist is characterized by showing a prejudice, a dislike, or discrimination or antagonism against a person or people on the basis of their membership in a particular race or ethnicity group. So if you're racist, you prejudice and you all that in one, but you're targeting a certain type of people. So don't say you just racist, that motherfucker racist. No, the judge prejudice. That ain't saying he racist. That just saying he using his personal opinion to dislike what's going on instead of using the law. And when you call somebody racist, you can't say, oh, that white man prejudiced. You can say that if he prejudiced, but what you want to say is he racist, or the black man racist, and he don't like, you can say it either way. But when you say racist, make sure you're talking about a particular person, place, or thing, like a noun, a group of people, an ethnic group of people. Prejudice is anybody could be prejudiced. The judge, the prosecutor, the lawyer. Now I just thought I had to bring that up so y'all know the definition between that. Let's go.
It's new, Your Honor. It's case number S is in Supreme 23, A is in Elisa 0783. It was decided October 24th of 2023. All right.
Cash App on the board,
Mr.
Q.
Williams was wrongly charged with 3 counts of violation of drug and controlled substances.
He was wrongly charged with 3 counts of violation of control in drugs.
Act, Your Honor, that also omitted material elements of the mens rea, and Mr. Williams was charged with 2 gun
He about to get everybody off.
counts, and that
All them niggas done tell for no reason.
also
Gunner, everybody done tell for no reason.
omitted the
All they had to do but hang in there and ride with Thug, and they been go be free.
charges, the material element. Your Honor, those are all our counts, and after you rest
Them record labels ain't letting Thug go to jail because they losing too much money. Them record labels ain't letting them go to jail and lose that type of money. Hell no. They gonna do whatever they gotta do. They gonna hire the best lawyer in the world to find one mistake. All you gotta do is find one mistake, and he found it. One mistake. They got millions and millions and millions of dollars behind Thug. Millions of dollars. Brian Steele is a federal lawyer and a state. He just like straight drop lawyer. If you find every case got a mistake, if you find a mistake, you are free. Shepherdize the case, find the case, and present it to the court.
you agree with it, I'd like to leave with Mr. Williams because he would be cleared. He
I
was
like to
marked
leave
out.
with Mr.
To
Williams.
further
He knows he's leaving with Mr. Williams in the next court date. He knows this.
the interests of the gang. And you know what's missing from the indictment for every one of these gentlemen? The grand jury never alleged that this is in furtherance of the Gangs Act. That is a material element in the case.
Where's the likes, Keith? Where's the likes? I need the likes on the board. Where's the likes? Somebody tell me where the likes are. I got almost 1,000 people, 800. I need y'all to get the likes up. Put the video in the algorithm. Let's go. Y'all want all this news? Let's go.
I'm going to give you is as follows.
I ain't asking no more.
It's Rooks. It is Rooks, but let me get the case. It is ROOKS. It's in Division 2. Its case numbers, it's new, Your Honor. Its case number S is in Supreme 23, A is in Elisa 0783. It was decided October 24th of 2023. All right. And then Mr. Williams was wrongly charged with 3 counts of violation of Georgia Controlled Substances Act, Your Honor, that also omitted material elements of the mens rea, and Mr. Williams was charged with 2 gun counts, and that also omitted the charges, the material element. Your Honor, those are all our counts, and after you wrestle with this, if you agree with it, I'd like to leave with Mr. Williams because he would be cleared. He has no other counts. Mr. Huey, most of his counts would...
I need y'all to get the likes up. I'm missing 200. Let's go.
...are affected by this, as well as Mr. Kendrick and Mr. Stillwell. So, Your Honor, I didn't file it on their behalf. I did drop a footnote that they also may want to adopt. And that's
So
the
you
motion.
said it applies to Mr. Kendrick, who else?
It applies to everybody. Mr. Williams' client, it applies to everybody here, and it applies,
Everybody here. Brian Steele about to get everybody off. All the co-defendants.
all of the counts to Mr. Williams, and then a lot of the counts to the other gentleman, too. And it's a great issue, Your Honor. I mean, this is just, exciting stuff. And I wasn't doing anything inappropriate. I'm going by the teachings of our highest court.
Look, you're doing what you're doing your job.
Oh, no, I'm going to fight, and
Doing your
like
job.
I said, it's a collision, and
The judge know he got him. The judge said, you just doing your job. The judge know he's fucked. They fucked up. The prosecution dropped the ball. Young Thug is coming home. Young Thug is about to beat a Rico. He's coming home.
Titans, I think, and this is the time to file, because I would have filed it earlier, the state would have
If he had filed it earlier, he'd have fucked up. That's why he waited.
re-indicted, so that would have been wrong. So anyway, that's the issue.
All right, sir. We'll take a look at that. I believe that conclude the motions that you have outstanding, sir, that other than the discovery ones that I will take up on the 16th, I want to say.
No, there are other motions, and there's other motions to suppress, but I can make a list of them.
If we haven't scheduled.
I have to go back and look, but I think we're very close, if not yes. I don't know the answer, but it is close.
Then I would advise you and your colleagues by Monday, if you have if I haven't gotten everything, because we tried to pull everything from the docket.
He said he want to walk out with Mr. Williams.
That otherwise hasn't been dealt with, please go ahead and do that, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, councilors, I've taken up a lot of your time, Miss.
It's over with. It is over with. This motion has set Young Thug free. This motion has set Young Thug free. This motion right here, a general demers motion. To dismiss because the grand jury and the police fucked up. They fucked up and dropped the ball. They dropped the ball. The state of Georgia dropped the ball in the indictment. And I'm happy about this. I am so happy about this because y'all, these judges in Georgia ain't nothing to fuck with. All right? These judges in Georgia are black judges, right? They black judges. And the worst thing you could do is give a Negro power. When you give a Negro power, they gonna flex their muscle. That's just what it is. And I use the word Negro, not, the other word. I'm gonna stop saying that. But when you give a Negro power, Atlanta is ran by blacks. And some of the worst judges in the world, in my opinion, are horrible because they black. Now, I would rather a white man sentence me than a black man. And that's just me, because my own people gonna give me the hardest time. They gonna give you the hardest time when you're in the front of them, because they looking at it like I'm better than this Negro sitting in front of me. I'm a judge. That don't mean nothing. So these judges in Georgia, it's an all black place. They got black judges all over Georgia. And these judges are what you call painted judges. They black on the outside and they dark on the inside. The opposite of dark on the inside. They are what you call the worst of the worst. The worst. That's like the slave master telling Django, keep the slaves in line. Keep in line. Keep the slaves in line. So what they do is they give our people the whip because they don't want to do it. They give them the whip and say, get him. Get him. That's why this judge acting like that. That's why the magistrate judges of Georgia act like that. That's why these people fucked up. They'll sling you knowing you innocent and make you come back. They'll send you to jail knowing that you dead innocent. And they'll make you fight for your life. And if you ain't got the proper money, like most of these Negroes, black men that get locked up, a lot of people sitting in jail for life that ain't supposed to be sitting there. Because they were deprived of their due process. But they ain't got the money to fight like Doug. To hire the best lawyers, to find these mistakes. These judges, they're not God. They're not God. They're human, just like me and you. They put on their pants, just like me and you. They put on their shoe, just like me and you. And they use their personal opinions damn near in every case. When that shit is illegal, they took an oath to say we gonna go by the law. We ain't going by how I feel. Right? They took an oath. Our money as taxpayers pay these people salary. And these people send us to jail. Knowing damn well they ain't supposed to. Look at the Judge Coffee. Look at this judge in Doc case. He said, we already done been over this. So what the fuck that mean? Let's go back over it again. Because I don't think you saw what you're supposed to see. Just like Straight Drop Lloyd. when he walked out of that court, he said, this concerns me that this judge did this. This concerns me. So he took his argument to the appeals court and won. Took his argument to the appeals court and won. He knew that the judge had made a mistake. Onan knew that the judge had made a crucial mistake. They knew that, but they wanted Street Drop to be violated. They wanted these people to be violated so that they had to come back and fight for their life. So that they had to come back and fight for their life. And if they're not in the position to fight for their life accordingly with the money that it takes, you're black, you know what, is going to jail. You're going to jail if you don't got the money to fight the proper way, to hire a Brian Steele, to hire Johnny Cochran out the grave, to hire these type people. You don't got the money to do that, they don't want to hear that shit. They don't want to hear nothing you talking about. All right? This shit all about the dollar. This shit all about the dollar. And I just showed y'all on the board, this is the same motion he argued. I brought the case up, and I showed you that Young Thug is technically supposed to walk out of that jail come next time they have a hearing. The lawyer said, I want to walk out with him because I already know I got you. I got you. I want to walk out with him. Do not fucking deny this, because if you deny this, I'm going to the courts. And if I go to the courts, it's going to be the same thing as State versus Heath. Next time you see this shit, it's going to be State versus Williams, overturned by the Supreme Court of Georgia. Overturned. And but who's saying about the money, right? In the state, it's about the money. Hold up. Hold up. State charges is about the money. Federal charges, it ain't about the money. I'm going to say this again. For all you people out there that don't know this, state charges can be easily beat. State charges can be easily won with the right amount of money. But federal? No, sir. Federal? No, sir. The government got just as much money as you. Why you think that the government ain't pick up Gotti and CMG on Dolph murder? Want me to tell you why? Because they dealing with some people that got a lot of money and they can't afford to make no mistakes. So they got to make sure they cross their T's and dot their I's before they go after Gotti them, because they got millions. And they can hire the best attorney, like Thug, and take them to trial and fight for their life. So the feds ain't gonna come until they got you 99.9% dead to the wrong. They ain't coming unless they got you 100%. So that's why they take their time with cases like Dolph. Because you're dealing with people that was involved with this, that got millions and millions of dollars. When that man said, Unc on the stand, right? When he said Unc on the stand, who all remember when they said Unc on the stand? Right? So we out here trying to figure out, damn, who this damn Unc is? Who this Unc is? We done been from Kiwan to Zebo to Govan to all everybody being called Ankh in Memphis. Ankh is a common name, so they can use that because they'll have you guessing. They'll have you guessing who Ankh is. See what I'm saying? So you want to know who Ankh is because there's so many people that's being called Ankh. Right? So that makes it hard when you trying to damn pinpoint somebody because you don't know which Ankh they actually talking about. You know? So you got to do this. You can see a lot of things. And see, we can name 5 different people. Name Ankh in the world. We can name 5 different people. But there was a certain person that said he did business with Dolph. He did business with Dolph. And as far as he was concerned, he ain't never had no issues with Dolph. That's what he said. He said, I ain't never had no issues. The man come, did what he had to do. And that was just that, right? He said, Dolph come, he ain't never heard no rumor about Dolph buying nothing from him and all this crazy shit and all this stupid mess about young Dolph. When we know damn well that Dolph dealt with this man. Dolph dealt with him. Dolph got knocked off in the airport going to him by some police. That was involved with the kids. Some police that was involved with the kids. Now, when you look at this, they had Great Screening Day. Y'all remember that? The Great Street Indictment. In 2019. Right? I think it was. Yeah. I'm about to put it up on the board right now. Boy, y'all hit the like button. Y'all gonna leave me stuck right there? Hit the like button. What year was that? Florida. Hold up. All right, here you go. So, hit the like button, gang. Let me give y'all some real gangster shit. Let me give y'all some real gangster shit. Hey, listen, I'm here to educate my people. And that I'm going to do. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do my best to educate y'all. In this indictment, they use the word Reggie Wright Jr., also known as Unc. Also known as Unc. Right there. Reggie Wright Jr. in Tennessee, Western District, was indicted with them gangbangs. The same Grape Street motherfucker that's involved with Dolph Burr. The Grape Street indictment with Reginald Wright Jr. His daddy been in this case. He been in this case. But in the indictment, they say, also known as Unc. Hold up, I don't think y'all hear me. I don't think y'all hear me.
For those reasons, now that we understand those to be the facts of his involvement, now that he's given a truthful statement, even...
Can you read and write that I did not 4 years ago?
Let's go through what we know.
Your half-brother Justin, about a week or so after...
Johnson, Mr. Hank.
Sir, you told me at that time he also gave you his cellular telephone, is that correct? You told me that scenario in which you would place one phone up to another.
My phone down on the bed and I put my phone right there.
And you told me about the times that you did that, is that correct? And you also described times not just with your probation or parole officer, but also with an individual known to you as C. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you now know that individual would be Cornelius Smith, is that right? And you described to me, you turned this phone over, and in it were text messages with this individual C, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And some of these text messages, some of what you witnessed, was conversation with regard to money that Justin would be getting to C, is that correct?
He ate for money, yes, sir.
That's for money,
Yes, sir.
is that correct?
Yeah. He ate for money from somebody else, on somebody else.
Okay, and that somebody else was referred to as Unc, is that
And that somebody else was referred to as Unc. And if you look at an indictment that they blame Dolph for, they blame Dolph for this indictment. Because they say Dolph got caught at the airport and they took his phone when he was going to see Reggie, right? Allegedly. Then they all get indicted. Reggie make a video saying, I deal with Dolph. I ain't never had no problems with Dolph. I ain't never, right? And then his daddy, them, the same police that come out that county, is the one that hemmed Dolph ass up at the airport. So Dolph got set up at the airport. When he got set up going to see Unc. Right? Now I understand, these people talk about he get the money from Unc. Reginald Wright, also known as Unc. Put my cash app on the board. Y'all ain't hearing me. Y'all ain't hearing me right now. This the game. This the game. This the game, dog. Y'all ain't hearing me right now. Y'all ain't feeling me right now. Y'all ain't feeling me. Y'all don't know why we the motherfucking gang. Y'all ain't got a clue. But I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you Negroes and niggas that we ain't nothing to fuck with. Let's go, gang. Report to the principal office right now. federal documents. Your name out, and you had contact with Dolph.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And it's just a possibility. This is a possibility, man. We ain't saying it's 100% true, man. We're not saying that, man. It's a possibility. But this man right here, oh Lord have mercy. Big Roller, what's up? Unlock this shit, let go.
YouTube nigga, yeah, we run the streets. YouTube nigga, yeah, we run the streets. Yeah, yeah.
Bang, bang.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
He's a good candidate. He's a good candidate.
Yeah, yeah. 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 With my motherfucking gang right there. With my gang at dog. I see all of that box, man. I want y'all to throw it up right now, man. Throw it up in the box, man. Yeah. I want y'all to say, yeah. Yeah. My gang, man. Yeah. My gang. Yeah. That's my gang. Bang, bang. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 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 Yeah, yeah.
Somebody else was referred to as punk. And that somebody else was referred to as punk. And that somebody else was referred to as punk. Is that correct?
Is that somebody else referred to named Ankh? Now, Yanda went through the airport, got fucked up, going to see Ankh. Going to see Ankh. And he explained the story on his video. Yanda did not tell. So let's go right here. I have a video on this. Yanda currency. United States versus Yandao in its currency. This is the KINGZ text from it. Now, let me show y'all something. Let's break this down. The KINGZ number is CV copy. Let's get the KINGZ number. Copy. All right, they don't want to let me go to it that way. Let's do it this way. KINGZ details. Copy citation. Oh, they don't want to give it to me. All right, so let's go to opinions. United States versus 132 United States. Download the PDF. Back to the keys. Now check this out. We're gonna go to, y'all give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Let me get everything I need to get on the screen, okay? Let me get everything I need to get on the screen. All right. Let's get everything we need to get on the screen because we don't got to go through too much of this. Because I got all the shit in my archives. The work has already been done.
Full punch, Thornton's all can take y'all at, okay? Now I'm gonna let this be known what's going on right now. On February 23rd, 2011, Young Dolph was knocked off at an LAX airport, okay? He was knocked off at the LAX airport in California. And I'm telling y'all, we only deal with facts. So I'm gonna put it up so y'all can see it. On or about February 23rd, 2011 at 11:45 a.m., Los Angeles Sheriff Department, Detective Moore and Detective Reuter, the detectives members of the LAX, were on duty at the LAX monitoring passengers exiting the automatic doors between the U.S. Airways and the Southwest Airlines baggage carousel area. The detectives observed a male, later identified as Thornton, carrying a single carry-on bag, exit past the carousels. Detective Moore walked alongside Thornton, identified him as a police officer, and asked Thornton from which city he was traveling. Thornton appeared nervous and with his hands visibly shaking. Thornton paused and answered Memphis. Memphis is known consuming location for narcotics, and Los Angeles is a known source city where narcotics can be purchased. Detective Moore asked Thornton whether Thornton was in town for business or pleasure. Thornton answered pleasure, and that Thornton was in Los Angeles to see his girlfriend who was supposed to pick Thornton up at the airport. Detective Moore asked to see Thornton's identification. Thornton provided a driver's license with a hole punch covering the expiration year. When asked about the hole punch, Thornton stated that the law enforcement in Memphis punched a hole in his license because Thornton had several outstanding traffic warrants. Detective Moore asked Thornton whether Thornton had ever been arrested, and Thornton replied that he had been arrested for possession of a concealed firearm and for possession of marijuana.
Detective Moore asked Thornton whether Thornton was traveling with any narcotics or large amounts of currency. Thornton stated that he was traveling with $2,000 or $3,000 but did not know exactly how much. When Detective Moore asked how was it possible that Thornton did not know how much money he was traveling with, Thornton did not offer an explanation and continued to appear nervous. When asked whether there was any additional money or any narcotics in the carry-on bag, Thornton assured detectives that there was not and that nobody had given him anything to bring to Los Angeles. Detective DeRuda noticed a strong odor of marijuana coming from the carry-on bag. When asked again if there was any currency or narcotics in the carry-on bag, Thornton assured the detective that there was nothing but clothes in the carry-on bag. Detective DeRuda removed the tennis shoe from Thornton's carry-on bag and found a bundle of $100 bills under the shoe's insoles. Thornton stated that the shoe was his, but the money did not belong to him. Thornton, however, was unable to offer any explanation or reason why someone else would hide money in his shoes. Thornton accompanied the detective to the LAX Group 3 office so that the detectives could further examine the carry-on bag. The carry-on bag contained several other bundles of currency hidden inside various shoes within the bag. When asked how much money in the total was in the carry-on bag, Thornton responded that there was about $80,000 and that money belonged to him. Thornton had no response when asked why Thornton failed to tell the detectives about the additional currency when the detectives originally spoke with Thornton in the terminal. Likewise, Thornton did not have any explanation for why he initially told the detectives that the money Detective DeRuda found in the insole of Thornton's shoes did not belong to him. When Thornton removed the shoes he was wearing, Detective Moore found 2 additional bundles of money underneath the shoes insole. Thornton also removed approximately $2,000 to $3,000 in U.S. currency from his pants pocket. When asked why Thornton was traveling with such a large amount of money, Thornton replied that he wanted to buy a car. However, Thornton was unable to identify any specific vehicle which Thornton wished to purchase and had not made any appointments with any vehicle sellers. Furthermore, when asked why Thornton would buy a car in California and drive it back to Memphis when gas is near $4 per gallon, Thornton replied, "That's how I do it." Detective Moore then asked how Thornton obtained the $80,000, and Thornton stated that Thornton was a rapper and that the money was the remainder of the funds Thornton had earned from performing as a rapper at 2 clubs earlier in the month. Thornton claimed that the money made $34,000 from performing at Level 2 Club in Memphis on February 13, 2011, and $61,000 from performing at Club Envy on February 20th, 2011. Thornton was carrying 3 cellular phones, 2 iPhones, and 1 Nokia phone. Drug traffickers often carry multiple cellular phones to avoid detection by law enforcement. On the Nokia cell phone, Detective DeRuda found the following string of text messages which had been received on February 21st, 2011. "I'm in town. I can give you these for a better price than what I told you. Okay, I can't wait. Hit me up when you get here." So he saw the text messages. The police saw the text messages. And they say, "I can't wait till you get to town because I can give you these for a better price." So if you look at the transcripts, "I'm in town. I can give you these for a better price than what I told you. I got 13 OGs another night." And the officers believed that it was a marijuana transaction. And he did. So let's finish watching the video. "I have 13 OG and 8 others that are very nice. I'm trying to leave town. When will you be here?" Detective DeRuda showed the text messages to Thornton and referred to marijuana transaction. Thornton admitted that the messages were about marijuana but claimed that the numbers referred to grams, not pounds. Thornton also stated that Thornton was in town to buy small quantities of marijuana, but that the majority of the money Thornton was carrying was for a purchase of a car. A trained narcotic detection K9 Chip was brought into the LASD office. Chip searched the office without any money in it and did not alert to anything. The currency found in Thornton's carry-on bag was then hidden in the office, and Chip gave a positive alert upon sniffing it, indicating the money had been in a recent proximity to a controlled substance. The total amount of money found inside Thornton's carry-on bag and on Thornton's person was later counted and determined to be $132,322. A subsequent criminal history check revealed that 2010 Thornton was arrested in Memphis for possession of marijuana, unlawful possession of a weapon, and possession of drug paraphernalia. The Shelby County Sheriff's report revealed that at the time of the arrest, Thornton was sitting in a vehicle with a digital scale in his lap. Thornton was also arrested and convicted for possession of marijuana in 2004. Based on the above, plaintiff alleges that the defendant currency represents or is traceable to proceeds of illegal narcotics trafficking, or was intended to be used in one or more exchanges for a controlled substance or listed chemical in violation of 21 U.S.C. 841. The defendant currency is therefore subject to forfeiture pursuant to 21 U.S.C. 881. Wherefore, the United States prays that the due process issued to enforce the forfeiture of the defendant currency due to notice to be given to all interested parties to appear and to show cause why the forfeiture should not be decreed. That this court decree forfeiture of the... Let's stop this. No, let's keep going. Defendant currency to the United States of America. Now, this tells it all, okay? Young Dolph was busted at a LAX airport with $132,000 on him. They took his cell phones and everything, and that's how they got the wiretap, okay? They took them phones, and that money was enough for them to go back and get a wiretap on whoever he was buying that marijuana from, or going to buy that marijuana from, allegedly, okay? And I'm not gonna say this, but I'm gonna just put it out there for y'all and the people. There was another indictment that came down after this, okay? A couple years after this, maybe 3, maybe 4, another indictment came right behind this. Now, when Dolph got pulled over in LA at the airport, all they could do was take the money. No connection could be confirmed, but approval for surveillance on the biggest supplier was granted. Come to find out, Reggie White Jr., one-time Compton police officer, bodyguard to Suge Knight, was the HNIC, okay? The head nigga in charge. After 4 years of surveillance by the FBI, Wright, the Greek Street Mafia, and the Peter Road Mafia members were indicted for distribution of narcotics from California to Memphis. Wright did 18 months, as did some others, despite being more involved than the men. Hey, when Dolph phones get taken at the airport, right here, Thornton was carrying 3 cellular phones. Drug traffickers often carry cellular phones. They found a string of text messages. I'm in town. I can give you these for a better price. All this. They showed them the text messages, believed that the messages referred to marijuana, and Thornton said that they were about marijuana, but claimed the numbers referred to grams, not pounds. And they already knew what he was coming to do. They set him up, and he was going to see Reggie, allegedly. Reggie, same police that's in this indictment. So, when I come back to y'all, and I tell y'all, right here, that could be another possibility of right here.
That's for money. Yes, is that correct? Yeah. You gave them money to somebody else, on somebody else.
Okay, and that somebody else was referred to as is that correct?
So the only thing that got me leaning towards Zebo is the fact that Straight dropping going to Indiana. When he got busted, he was going to Indiana. But that don't mean that they wasn't talking about that don't mean that. That don't mean that. But they used the word And this dude did a video explaining how people been blaming him for Dolph death, right? Explaining how people been blaming him for Dolph death. And he said him and Dolph ain't never had no bad business. But he failed to tell you that Dolph got knocked off in the airport coming to him. Ain't we great, gang? Ain't we great? We are great. Ain't we great? Ain't we great? Yeah, we great. We great, homie. We great. All right. So now, let's go here. Trap Boy Freddy. Trap Boy Freddy going to court tomorrow. Trap Boy Freddy is going to court tomorrow to be sentenced. And if you go on social media, he ain't saying nothing but this shit. He partying like a fucking rock star. And Trap Boy Freddy sentenced. Electronic order granting motion to continue defendant sentencing memorandum due before October 24th. Sentencing reset for 11/7 at 1 p.m. at the courthouse. This man about to be sentenced. Trap Boy Freddy. More 3. Main man on the interstate laughing. About to go to jail tomorrow. Now, if this motherfucker get probation, y'all know what it is. If he get probation tomorrow from the feds, he already played out. He was supposed to be sentenced 8/24. No, he was to be sentenced at 10/10, October the 10th. But they pushed it back, and they had an unopposed motion for his sentencing. So his sentencing, right here, supposed to be October 10th. But they push it back to November the 7th. The Forum Council of the Court has opened it, possibly rescheduled for the 7th. For Mr. Moore's possible rescheduled sentencing, November the 7th. Trap Boy Freddy ass about to go to court for a charge. Trap Boy Freddy. Now, if you look at Trap Boy Freddy page, right here, as bad as I want to let my stress override my ability to stay focused, God just won't let me 2 hours ago. So you probably watching this shit, Trap Boy. Let your stress go. You all right. You stand up. I seen your paperwork. I ain't seen nobody you tell on, but that don't mean you ain't tell. Now, he was partying all this week. Money, Trap Boy Freddy at the games. They diamond 21 hours ago. Partying. Stay focused, Trap Boy. Stay focused. Big shout out to Trap Boy Freddy for getting up early Sunday morning and walking with our boys on the field. Trap Boy walking with everybody. So, 2 hours ago, he said, as bad as I want to let my stress go, you got to stay focused. Now, Trap Boy, ain't like we dragging you. Because if we've been dragging you, we'd have been talking stupid shit. Okay? We'd have been talking some dumb shit right now on you. But we know you're going to jail tomorrow for a long time, right? So let's go over trap. He had a proffer. Oh shit. Trap Boy Freddy had a proffer. But ain't nobody in the case but him, right? So let's see what his proffer said. Factual resume is a proffer. In support, a Trap Boy pleaded guilty to prove the offense, definitely knowing, yes he did. DeVarius, Trap Boy, he agrees that on March 32nd, that he was a convicted felon. He got caught with that Taurus. 30th, he was stopped by Kaufman County for the traffic violation. They smell the weed and they pull him out. The officer knew he wasn't supposed to have a gun. ETF, that it determined that it was on the premises. Defendant agrees he committed all the facts. The factual resume is not intended to be complete accounting of all the facts related to the offense in this case, but these are just the facts. So in his proffer, his factual resume, the government, that's their factual resume. He did a plea agreement. And in his plea agreement, he pled guilty. And when Trap Boy Freddy pled guilty, he said this. Now, let's go to the plea agreement. Black and white. Black and white. Trap Boy Freddy waive all his rights. He guilty. That's it. Of firearm possession. No more than 10 years, $250,000 fine. The defendant understands that they're going to go by the guideline. He can't withdraw his plea. Defendant agreement shall give complete and truthful information or testimony concerning defendant's participation in the offense of the conviction. So he had to tell him everything he did. So he ain't rat because he ain't nobody rat on, but he fucked himself. Upon demand, shall submit personal finance statement. This paperwork says that Trap Boy Freddy did not tell. If he tell on himself, that's not snitching. So, in this paperwork, Trap Boy Freddy stood up on all 10 toes. He had to tell the truth about him and the gun. So, he didn't turn nobody in. He ain't snitch on nobody. The government will not bring any additional charges. The government will file a supplement in this case as to routinely done in every case. The government will dismiss after sentencing any remaining charges. And they also said, violation of this agreement, they can come back and take. The defendant also waives jurisdiction to use and defendant any, The defendant also waives objection to the use against the defendant of any information or statement the defendant has provided to the government and any resulting leads. So his violation of agreement, defendant understands that if he violates this agreement, they can come back and take it. But they say he got to waive his rights because if he talked, when they debrief him, if he gave any information or statements to the government, they can use that against the defendants. So if the plea is vacated, the defendant also waives objection to the use against the defendant of any information or statements the defendant has provided to the government and any resulting leads. So that's just telling us when he was debriefed, if he told them something they can use it against the other defendants and use his statements too. Now, that's just in their plea agreement. I wouldn't have done this in my plea agreement. I'd tell them, I don't want no violation of agreement in my plea, because y'all telling me that if I admitted to my crime, why would y'all have to put in there that if I give y'all any information on any drug dealers or anything, that I'ma waive this? They're gonna use your statements against any defendant of any information or statements the defendant has provided to the government. I'd have said, I ain't supply y'all shit. So, I'm not signing that, because I want the violation of agreement taken out. I want that taken out. I ain't tell nobody shit on y'all. Or nobody on the street. I ain't tell y'all nothing but what I did. But what I did. I admitted to my crime. But they saying, oh, Trap Boy Freddy, if you gave any information to use against any other defendant or statements provided to us, we can use that against them. Y'all understand that? All right. I ain't saying he did that. That's just saying when he signed his plea, he agreed to the government to say, anything that I say can be used and held against any nigga that I tell on. Y'all understand that? Any nigga that I told on, anybody that I told on, hey, the government saying, hey, when we debrief you and we question you, when we interview you, if you fuck around and say anything about anybody else, Miss Lowdown over there saying Trap Boy Freddy done get a bunch of houses kicked in and shit, and they done raid a bunch of his spots, and Miss Lowdown said Miss Lowdown be on their ass. But Miss Lowdown done said that they be over there fucking Trap Boy Freddy done had a bunch of houses kick in from Miss Lowdown. Now, I might be wrong. But Miss Lowdown said, shit, since Trap Boy Freddy been out, dope houses been getting kicked in all over the place. And his name kept coming up. Now, that's just hearsay. That ain't what Onan saying. Onan just telling you what other people saying. That's there. Other people are saying that since he been out of jail, dope houses been getting hit, studios been getting hit. Y'all remember when Bankroll Freddy been in the studio with him, and then as soon as him and Bankroll Freddy leave, they hit the studio, all that. So they blame Trap Boy for a lot of shit going on right now, even though it might not be true, but they blaming him for a lot of shit that's going on right now in Dallas. Am I lying? Am I lying? Just tell me if I'm lying, and I'll get the fuck off right now. So I ain't saying the man a rat. All I saying is the man didn't fuck up. And let me tell y'all about this. Sometimes the government will protect you, right? Not every nigga who telling, they gonna tell you that. Not everybody in the paperwork, they gonna display that to you. So the government got ways of hiding their informants. They ain't gonna tell you everything that person told them, because that's why they're an informant. Some things they will keep off record for these informants. Some of these dudes telling, and it ain't even in their paperwork, because they done made a deal with the government to keep it out the paperwork. They say, if I tell you this, you can't put this public information. And they say, yeah. Yeah, we do it. And then they take that information and build a case on another person, and another one, and another, and a sister, and a brother. Try to rob a man that was a DT undercover. They'll take your statement that you gave them 5 years ago and use that motherfucker to sink a nigga ass. All right? They'll use that to sink a motherfucker. Just listen, see this. Say, for instance, you got a Rico, right? Let's say, for instance, the Young Thug Rico, right? If somebody said 7 years prior to that, Young Thug sell me a brick, right? When they get Young Thug, that statement from 7 years ago, from that person, they gonna say, hey, come on. I need you to hit the stand. I'm seeing you back to county jail. You doing life? Yeah. I'm seeing you back to county jail. I need you to tell the court that. And then that's how they get their time cut. But they ain't never display that to the public because they kept it out the record. So, just understand that everybody that snitch, they don't always put it in the paperwork. Comprende? They gonna try to hide that shit. Like Govan, for instance. And Govan paperwork, you don't see none of that. None of that right here. Look. And then there's Govan paperwork. You don't see nothing that he told in his paperwork, right? In his paperwork, you see Govan gets convicted, and that's that, right? Judgment. You don't see nothing here that he took the stand in his case. But if you go to Terrence Yarborough case, everything's sealed in his case. But if you go to Terrence Yarborough, you will see where he hit the stand. And right here, let me show you what they do. If you go to his plea agreement, right? In his plea agreement, you would never know that he told. You wouldn't know because they sealed it. They sealed his criminal case. Seal motion. They seal up his whole case. So we can't even see where he cooperated at until we go back and look at the Terrence Yarborough case. They seal it all up. Right? Seal motion. Where do you see a plea agreement here? Where do you see a plea agreement here? I don't see any plea agreement. So, if I don't see a plea agreement, right here, they said judgment, sentencing hearing. The court heard statements from Detective Thurman Richardson, MPD. Thurman Richardson of MPD came and spoke on behalf of Govan. Thurman Richardson. MPD showed up at his trial. MPD showed up at his trial. Sergeant Thurman Richardson showed up at his trial and spoke on his behalf. Thurman Richardson showed up. This man had a this man had a police show up to his court hearing and his sentencing. Right? And Thurman Richardson spoke on behalf of Govan. And Thurman Richardson, MPD. Thurman Richardson Jr. MPD since 1998. As a detective of homicide. Thurman Richardson was a detective of homicide that got up on the stand in Govan case. They say he get a third 1v1 reduction for acceptance of responsibility. Court heard statements from Detective Thurman Richardson. Thurman Richardson came and spoke for Govan. Right? You don't see no plea agreement. You don't even see his downward departure. He had a motion to continue right here. We don't want that. But he had a motion to continue. But you never see what he told until you go to Terrence Yarborough case. Y'all see what I'm saying? Did I do a good job explaining this? Give me a thumbs up or thumbs down. Did I not do a good job explaining this? Did I not do a good job explaining this? He ain't even got a plea agreement. Where is his plea agreement? Change the plea. There's no plea agreement in this case. Sealed document. Then they said his way. So he told. Now, we talked about Trap Boy Freddy going to court. But how y'all feel about that? Now, Joshua Cameron with the takeoff case, he about to be sentenced too. Joshua Cameron, his ass in trouble too. So, let me let y'all see this so y'all can be quiet. Joshua Cameron was the one that was on Dulcie, got hit by the feds. Joshua Cameron, right here, he objected to his PSI. He got a court sentencing guilty. He pled guilty on August 11th. Joshua Cameron pled guilty to count 1. Sentencing scheduled for November 16, 2023. 1 day before Dolph. So, Joshua Cameron pled guilty to a federal charge at the time Takeoff was murdered. The gun that he had on camera, the feds get him. Now, Patrick Clark, let's go here. Patrick Clark, there's been a lot of rumors saying Patrick Clark about to get off these charges. Now, y'all know for a couple of days we've been at this. J. Prince Jr., I don't like you because that ain't even your real daddy. That ain't even your real daddy. And you up here acting like you a Don. Tell Jazz that's his daddy. That is not your father. Okay, for one. Let's get this straight. J. Prince Jr. is not bloodline of J. Prince Sr. He is not bloodline of J. Prince Sr. I'm going to say this one more time. J. Prince Jr. is not bloodline to the daddy. J. Prince Jr. is not bloodline to J. Prince Sr. They say his mama was a Rolling Stone. A Rolling Stone. And they said that J. Prince Sr. J. Prince Jr. is not J. Prince Sr. real son. Jazz is, but not him. But his name Junior. How the fuck you name a nigga Junior? His nigga ain't got no bloodline ties to you. That's an insult to Jazz. That's why Jazz don't like his ass. Okay? So, that's why Jazz don't like him. Jazz don't really like him. That's all I got to say. Jazz don't like him. Jazz don't like shit he got going on. All right? Jazz can't stand him because Jazz know he ain't the real deal. He is not the true bloodline of J. Prince Sr. He's a fake. He's a fake. He's a phony. He's a fake. He's a phony. He's a phony. He don't belong to that man. J. Prince Jr. did not come out the sack a senior. I'm going to say this again. J. Prince Jr. did not come out the sack a senior. He ain't come out the sack. Now, let's talk about this right here. I've been scrolling through the internet today, and I saw something. I saw this right here. And I know this really bothered J. Prince Jr. J. Prince Jr. is bothered by Onan. And I get it, homie. I get it, homie. I get it. I get it. You don't like me because I'm spreading the truth on you. I get it. I get it. So look, he said this. Junior said, don't nobody ever gotta spare me. Go with your move and make it the best one. I swear this is the most laid back I've ever been in my life. Ain't no pressure about nothing, literally. I'm gonna keep it cordial, but everything noted. So just stand on whatever weird shit you do towards me, because I'm definitely gonna stand on how I treat you afterwards. Well, you ain't gonna treat me no kind of way, because I don't give a fuck about you and what you talk about. I know you're a phony gangster. So that don't intimidate me at all, because I know that this paperwork say you are police. I know this paperwork say you're a cop. You, defendant, shall have no contact with prosecution witness, complainant, victim, specifically any household member of the complainant. Now, Quavo didn't tell. Quavo don't want to cooperate. Quavo said he ain't cooperating, right? Y'all remember that? Quavo said he's not cooperating. Quavo not cooperating. Quavo not cooperating in Takeoff's death. Quavo, he doesn't think Quavo will cooperate in the murder. Quavo not cooperating. Quavo still refuses not to cooperate. Now, at first, when they did this charge, Quavo said, I ain't cooperating. But if you go to the first order, right here, they had Quavo name right here. Quavo, Willie, Hamilton, Jones, and Jr. And in this paperwork, Shakur Stevenson was a co-defendant for the dude he ride with and leave with on the murder. Shakur Stevenson. They say he ain't got no contact or communication with the co-actors. The co-actors. With co-actors. So, let's go right here. And you say, what is a co-actor in a criminal case? A co-actor means any individual who was a party to the crime considered at sentencing, whether or not the individual was charged with or convicted of a crime considered at sentencing. Crime considered at sentencing means crime for which the defendant was convicted. So a co-actor means any individual who was a party to the crime, considering at sentence. So he was a party to the crime because he ride with him and he leave with him. He ride with him and he leave with him. He's a co-defendant. an accomplice. So, what this paperwork showing you right here is saying Shakur Stevenson was a co-defendant at first. And then he cooperated and he became a prosecution witness. Him and J. Pritt Jr. Nobody cooperating, so they only using J. Pritt Jr. and Shakur Stevenson. Now, they take Quavo name, they take Willie name off, and they take Hamilton name off. They take everybody off, and they only leave these two that gonna work with the prosecution. Right? Quavo say, I ain't doing it. Hamilton say, I ain't doing it. Willie Bland say, I ain't doing it. So, he done did it. And this was signed on 10/23, 10/26/23, and they said the state and the defense agreed to this motion. The state and the defense agreed to this motion. And they took all them other names out. Mike Prince, and if you see this right here, Mike Prince's name was taken out also. Mike Prince's name was taken out also. And when you go back here and you look at the kids, they take all of them out except for Shakur Stevenson and J. Prince Jr. J. Prince Jr. requested to the court that his name come out, and they said, yeah, and then they said, fuck you. No, we ain't taking it out. So you got Willie Bland, Quavius Marshall, Quavo, A. Hamilton, G. Jones. So let's count the witnesses they got and the victims. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And C. Williamson makes 6. Not including but limited to C. Williamson, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They went from 6 witnesses, 1, 2, 3, 4 co-defendants. 6 witnesses and 4 co-defendants. Put it in the box. 6 witnesses, 4 co-defendants. Now, Joshua Cameron, the feds got him. The feds got him. And they took Michael Prince's name out. Joshua Cameron, Christopher Watkins, and then Shakur Stevenson ain't up top. Did you see Shakur Stevenson's name right here? No. His name is not to the top of the paperwork because he was not a prosecution witness, a complainant, or a victim. Shakur Stevenson was not on this list at all. But when you go to the new documents filed this year, 10/23, this man worked his way from the bottom to the top, and everybody else disappeared. The people that would not cooperate: Hamilton, Quavo, Bland, C. Williamson, all their names disappeared. And the only 2 names you see is J. Prince Jr. and Shakur Stevenson. Come on. That's all you see. So now that tell you, as of 10/23, the prosecution only got J. Prince and Shakur Stevenson left. That's it. And now, this man want to get on the internet and pop his shit. You want to get on the internet and pop your shit. Saying this right here. Just be direct. If you talking about Onan the gang, say that. Don't be sending these in subliminal ass shit. Because I ain't in subliminal. Onan is not in subliminal. Onan is telling you how T.I. is. Onan ain't hide shit. And Onan ain't scared to call your name. And if your name say that, if the shoe fit, wear it. Your name saying that right now. Your name saying you a dirty rat. Your name saying you a dirty rat. And ain't nobody on the internet. Nobody on the internet want to talk about this. Because they scared of the Prince family. They some cowards. They scared of the Prince family. They scared to bring it up. Tell all them Texas bloggers and all y'all in Texas, stand on business. Y'all ain't want to stand on no business. Y'all scary. Y'all scary. Tell them, don't worry about Mo 3. Don't worry about none of that. Tell the Texas bloggers and the Texas viewers, stand on this paperwork from Junior. Y'all know what time it is. Quit acting stupid. Quit acting stupid. Stand on business. These some cowards. Outright cowards. They scared to tell this man, you a master splinter. You and Finesse is a master splinter. That's why they ain't had no problem with Finesse telling. Because shit, they tell too. How you gonna condemn Finesse when you tell it too? How? You gonna condemn Finesse when your boss tell it too? It have been a lot of rumors about your daddy too. Lot of rumors. Your daddy tell the government, these police trying to lock me up. Your daddy tell on the police. Don't want to hear that shit. Your daddy said they got some rogue federal agents that been trying to set him up, rap a lot record. Scarface said he bought a brick from Low Troy. Low Troy said Scarface tell on him. And Scarface been signed to who? Ask Willie D. Willie D. Where you at? Come out the bushes. Ask Willie D. Why you don't fuck with Scarface? Brad Jordan. Them niggas in Texas, they'll tell on their mama. They don't want to go to Texas prison. And right here, you see this. The nigga that ain't been around the murder, that said he know nothing about the murder. This motherfucker is a prosecution witness. And he ain't going to jail. He ain't going to nobody's jailhouse, and he mean that shit. He mean every goddamn word come out of his mouth. This motherfucker said, I ain't going to no jail, me no. Shakur Stevenson ain't get no fight in a year. Because he been under investigation by the boxing commission. Soon as he tell, now he got to fight. I'm going to say this one more time. Shakur Stevenson couldn't get no fights because he been wrapped up in this shit. And the minute he became a witness, now he got to fight. Now Shakur got to fight After a whole year, they sit his ass down and they say, nigga, you ain't fighting. You ain't getting no money. You will tell us what happened with Takeoff, and then we give you a fight. Tell us why you had a bulletproof vest on. Tell us why you ride with the man who killed him. And tell us why you leave with the man who killed him. And now he got to fight. No, I lying. This is too much for y'all. Y'all can't handle this. Don't believe Onan. Don't believe the hype. Let Onan just go about his business. Let Onan go about his business. Hey, look. Y'all, I get too deep for y'all. And I be trying to see, I wonder if these people actually can take the medicine I'm giving them. I wonder if they can comprehend what I'm telling you. See, what I'm telling you coming from the trenches straight out the horse mouth, black and white. Shakur Stevenson couldn't get a fight because he been wrapped up in this shit. Soon as he tell and his name get up here, now he got to fight. Now he got to fight because he cooperated. All right? Now he got to fight. So with Trap Boy Freddy, tomorrow we going to do a video to see what his outcome was. So I advise all of y'all to be here tomorrow, to tune in as we tell you what happened to Trap Boy Freddy. J. Prince Jr., you need to be more transparent. Stop. Thank you, Cortez. Stop shooting subliminals. We don't understand subliminals. Real niggas only go off of what you see. I can't do the subliminal shit. If you got a problem, state your problem, homie. State your business. State your facts. Don't get up on the internet talking sideways, because I can't understand you. So when you make subliminal shit, I'm going to say it to you. I'm going to say, hey, bro, what's happening? What's happening, homie? What's happening? And you're going to have to be a man and stand up on what you're saying. Because if Onan ain't afraid to call your name, right? And you shouldn't have no problem with that. You shouldn't have no problem with Onan not being afraid to call your name. But when you get up on the internet, you talk sideways because you know that shit the truth. You know that shit the truth. That's why you be talking out the side of your fucking neck. Because you know that shit the truth. You know it's the truth. So stop the bullshit. All right? All this going to lead back to Dolph Keys. All this shit going to lead back to Dolph Keys. And I'm going to say this before I close out tonight. Y'all better look for the second anniversary of Dolph. The second anniversary of Dolph, right before that, Hernandez Govan got locked up. And this unk that I just showed y'all on the board, that's a possibility. We don't know that to be factual. We don't know that to be factual. But I can tell you one thing. Mr. Reggie knows a lot. Mr. Reggie's behind the Tupac, allegedly, and some other shit. Biggie, all these shit. Out of the most influential rappers, seem like Mr. Reggie behind a lot of shit. Now, could we have mistaken him? Yes, but I'm going to tell y'all, Mr. Reggie, Mr. Reggie ain't right. All right? He already admitted to knowing Dolph, and they say his name is Unk in the paperwork. Better known to the people as Unk. Now, I'm going to put up I support everybody in my box. We ain't had to get rid of nobody tonight. My cash app on the board if y'all want to support us. You know, y'all see we pay for paperwork live in your face.
For those reasons, now that we understand.
So you sent us other than Thomas Johnson reports one of Brookfield's prison to your pockets. One was every Tennessee is not paying you out of back services. Anything else? This mine building counts 1, 2, and 3.
Now just been 100%.
100%. And the lawyer say, Jamarcus
Both sides are regular. That time that he gave you a car, is that right? At his request. And you also described as some of what you would refer to as you also looked at some photographs and included one of your half-brother, in particular Alvin, and you had testified in trial this time.
The felonies
You get from money that C asked for from Justin, that Justin was going to get from photograph, right? You described all that to me.
Yes,
you've also looked at some photographs and included one of your half-brother, in particular Alvin, and you identified Justin Johnson, your half-brother, in the photograph.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand that one day you may be called to testify in trial this time?
Yes, sir.
You tell the truth that time?
Yes, sir.
You tell the truth to me?
Yes, sir.
No further questions.
Mr. Before we have any questions of Marcus Johnson.
No question. Thank you, Judge.
Mr. Marcus Johnson, the felonies that you pled guilty to, the sex trafficking fact is a class E felony. It carries anywhere technically from 1 day to 6 years in prison. You understand that, sir? You have agreed under what's called a hybrid guilty plea. State versus Baylor and Hicks. State versus Hicks. And what you're agreeing to plead outside of your range, you're not a range to offender. You understand?
So, he took the plea. Took the plea. The lawyer said, Jamarcus Johnson is the cover-up. The lawyer said, Jamarcus Johnson is the cover-up. Govan lawyer said that. Jamarcus Johnson is
For those reasons.
the cover-up. That's what he said. That's what he said. Let's go, gang. I love y'all. Love y'all support. Let's go. We be back tomorrow. Let's go, man. Round 2, man. Round motherfucker 2, man. Let's go.
An angel has always been thought to be one of God's most precious works. Guess that's how she had you fooled. Cause she was an angel in disguise. Hurt and pain could never come from her. So you left me only to find that hurt and pain involves her. But now you see your mistakes. And now you see your angel was a fake. But my love was never misplaced. See, baby, my love is true. And most importantly, still I love you. Everywhere I look written all over your face. Baby, I can feel your halo. Pray you won't fade. Feel your halo, halo, halo. I can see your halo, halo, halo. I can feel your halo, halo, halo. I can see your halo, halo, halo. I can feel your halo.
Everybody getting shouts out. Who send me them cash out? I'm about to give y'all shout out, man.
See you for what you really
ice. We just living life. Shit, rock, fur, fox, I just killed the punk, life. Outlaw, pop, blueprint, no rock. Big boy, rocks at the mansion, drinking scotch. I just killed the punk, life. I just killed the punk, life. $500,000 in my pocket spot. That nigga waiting on Dr. Try. No bitch waiting on Dr. Call. They waiting on Dr. Fall down. But I continue to pow, bow, 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 bow. Walking around the house, drinking scotch on the rocks trap. Nigga on the charts, can't stay it. Grab a nigga and pull up out her ass. In my city, I'm more important than the fucking man. 10 years straight, I set the prices on the kush, I swear. I got your bitch looking for flip, where you at? I let her ride like a bicycle. I pulled out and booked on her dimples. $250,000 for this Richard Mill. I had to run up them bitches, run it up. Niggas know that on the sick, for real. Bitches know that on the minutes. Whip my dick out and piss on your feelings. I heard that little nigga from Memphis. I heard he used to trap you, Finn. I heard he went to jail in a Bentley. Sketch with me in New York City. Little black nigga with all this fucking paper on me, man. What the fuck they mean, man? I can't go like that. Hold up.
Banging L's, swinging scales, shaking got residue in my nails. Start getting real money, we busting bells. Everybody on the floor know the smell. Dropped out of high school, had to start bringing my Glock, couldn't show and tell. Big bro got life in the fence, hate.
Never hell. Businessman, I invest a whole million in the mail. I treat bitches like some shoes, I cop about a pair. She like when I grab a neck and pull about a pair. In my city, I'm more important than the fucking mayor. 10 years straight, I set the prices on the kush, I swear. I got your bitch looking for flip, where you at? I let her ride like a bicycle. I pulled out and booked on her dimples. $250,000 for this Richard Mill. I had to run up them bitches, run it up. Niggas know that on the sick, for real. Bitches know that on the minutes. Whip my dick out and piss on your feelings. I heard that little nigga from Memphis. I heard he used to trap you, Finn. I heard he went to jail in a Bentley. Sketch with me in New York City. Little black nigga with all this fucking paper on me, man. What the fuck they mean, man? I can't go like that. Hold up.
Banging L's, swinging scales, shaking got residue in my nails. Start getting real money, we busting bells. Everybody on the floor know the smell. Dropped out of high school, had to start bringing my Glock, couldn't show and tell. Big bro got life in the fence, can't talk on the phone, but he knows it's well. Walked out the trap with a big old bag till I pop in the house, I was on the sale. Sitting on Sunday, that bitch in my head, but I'm sitting in my head, I'm gon' prevent.
Tell my pistol 100 G. I ain't come, you know I been getting with that boy. Oh, with my trap money. Boy, you need to cut in. Your price is way too high. You need to cut in. Women, ball, nana, living with my trap money. $1 million up, but still ain't never touched my rap money. Now I'm out in LA fucking with that boy. OT. Flew to LA, got a plug on that OG. You know I been getting money. If you know me, you know that I put in my plug. I told my pistol 100 G. I ain't coming in to get it unless you got 100 P. I don't want it, fuck it. Your price, you need to cut it. Your ice, you need to tuck it. She fuck with me, she love it. $500,000, all 20s in it. You should love it. Skip the smile talk. Got tired of reading up and trapping. Now a nigga sick of rapping. All of this shit just too basic. My past, I wish I could erase it. My bitch, that's what I wanna do. Running from the laws in the coop. They bite everything that I do. Smoke a blunt and eat me some shrooms.
Everybody get them shots off of the cash app. Oh, let's go. Hold on, gang. Let me give everybody a shout out for them cash apps. Who sent them cash apps in? Glennis, Felix, Henrietta, Hope and Socks, Janita Taylor. Thank y'all for y'all cash app. That's everybody I received a cash app from. I only get fucking 5 cash apps from y'all tonight. Oh, everybody getting kicked out the box. Ha ha. But y'all did do good on the super sticker. So I ain't gonna complain. I'm not gonna complain. Let's go.
Never mind, I'll find someone like you. I wish nothing but
Fell in love with the streets. Fell in love with the streets. Fell in love with the streets. Streets raised me. Streets paid me.
sometimes it lasts, I love, but sometimes it hurts instead. Sometimes it
Streets raised me. Streets paid me. Fuck my first bitch in the hood up on the bed. 7 years old. Ha! Fell in love with the streets. 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 New AMC. Clothes on the feet. It's time to eat. Bone out the teeth. I call it free. They fell asleep. Fuck that.
Love y'all, gang. We out.